Hello. Can people hear me? I may have pressed a button slightly too early. You weren't supposed to see me yet, but I mean, fuck it, we ball. Okay, I'm gonna go back into hiding for like 5 more seconds. Just like, give me 1 more minute. You just can't hear me, right? You're not supposed to hear me. I can't see the chat, guys. This is not good. Oh, I can't see the chat. Okay. I think we're good. Oh, you could hear me the entire time that I thought you couldn't hear me? That's a little embarrassing. I'm still new to this. Don't. Hello. Hey, everyone. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. You could hear everything I was saying. That's crazy. Wow. That's cool. Okay. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to see the chat. Let me do face. Okay, there we go. I was worried I wouldn't be able to see the chat with my face, but you can. So that issue is resolved. That's what I was trying to fix. Hello. What's up, guys? So just for streaming context, I have not streamed in like over a year. I used to stream a lot during my like last year of high school, but I haven't streamed in a while. What's up, Dennis? How's it going? Or Tom, sorry. Okay, so yeah, I haven't streamed since senior year, and when I did stream then, it was fun, it was great, but I had like 20 people, which was nice, that was great, but now there's more than 20 people, so, which is also great, like that's cool, but it's just like, whoa, more than 20 people? That's crazy. So, yeah. But I figured today, first of all, this stream is for me hitting such a big milestone on YouTube. If you guys don't know, I hit 50K, and it's all thanks to you guys, so seriously, thank you. It means a lot. I've sort of been in a lot of disbelief recently. But it's crazy. So I thought we'd have some fun, watch this podcast that I found, because someone that we know was featured on this podcast, and it looks interesting, so we're going to watch that. But first, I have a lot of housemates. I have 5 housemates to be exact. I live in a house here on campus at my college, and I live with some homies that I'm really close with, thankfully. Otherwise, living with 5 people would suck. Like I would never do it, but we're all really close, so it works out. Anyway, they want to like appear on stream for a second so you guys can meet them. Let me just send a text so that they can come say hi, and then we can get started on the video. Because I definitely want to check that out. I might be cringing a lot. Am I wearing a chair shirt? Yes, I am wearing it. I found it at the thrift store, and I was like, yo, 2 chairs? What? That's so cool. I'm buying that immediately, and it was like $6, so... let me just post on my story that I'm live as well, so people know. Everyone say hi to Instagram. I'm gonna wait for the chat to catch up. Say hi, and say come join now, or else bad things will happen to you. Chat, hurry up, please. God, There's a huge delay. There we go. Nice, see? That's all I needed. There we there we go. Okay, guys, relax. I already took the picture, okay? You're being a little bit extra now. I'm just kidding. But hope everyone's day is going well. I know the majority of you are in school. I am. And we have school tomorrow, and that kind of sucks. So, but yeah, hope your day's going well, and hope you didn't have a lot of homework this weekend, because, well, that's never fun. Share. Got to be a little influencer and post on my Instagram story. So quirky of me. I texted my friends to come join, but they're not answering the text, so it's going to be a little bit awkward when they don't come. I have an exam in 5 hours, says Noah. You got it. Wow. I don't know what time it is for you, but you're going to ace that exam. I believe in you. Okay. I'm just going to like yell at them, but I'm going to turn my mic off so you can't hear me yelling. It's not working. They can't hear me. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. I had to get their attention. But they're coming now. Okay. They're nervous. I hear Danny saying. You can come in.
I'm nervous.
It's okay, you can come in. There's only like 5 people.
Woo!
Yeah, this is Danny. This is Danny. Yeah, that one's Danny. This is that one's Ronnie. Sorry, hard with the camera. These are all my housemates. I have more, like I mentioned, but I don't know. Where's Nathan?
He's outside.
Oh, okay. Well, there's more, but these are my friends, and they're really cool. This is Danny. His hair is blue, and his eyebrows are also blue. You can't really see it as well right now, but everyone's saying hi. Don't be nervous. We only judge harshly. Oh, that's a lot.
Oh my gosh, the fandom.
I know, right? Love Danny's hair. Danny Ronnie. Yeah, the freaking Snorlax hat. This is the homie Nathan.
Yo.
These are all my friends. There's 2 more. One's out of town, and one is somewhere. But once you guys meet everyone, you're gonna really like them, guys. Please. You have to like them for me, okay? Danny equals Smurf. That's a little offensive.
This is so crazy.
How many we got in the chat?
I don't know. We have how many people are watching right now? 155.
Oh my gosh.
That's a lot of people.
The Sajimites.
We are very toxic and judgmental fandom.
Oh, I want to hear.
Yikes.
What do you guys call?
Sounds just like Saji.
What do you call your fan base? Your fan base?
I don't have a name for my fan base, but if you guys have anything that you wanna.
I like Sajimites.
Sajimites.
Yeah, it's a little too close to Sodomites.
You're right.
More toxic than the MHA fandom. I don't know what that is.
The My Hero Academia fandom.
My Hero Academia. Okay.
Man.
Saji Army, Saji Nation.
Um.
You guys are gonna be famous. Sodsters. Saji Sharma Sigmas.
Oh,
that's kinda hard.
I like that.
Can we be the Sharmies? The Sajimites.
I like Sajimites, dude.
Saji's Pookies.
Saji's little pookies. That's
The
funny.
Charminators. Oh, they're so sick.
Dude, these are hard.
Charminators.
Nice
Yeah, that's
job,
not bad.
Thalia.
That's not bad. Y'all look like you hang out under turnpikes.
Yeah.
I can't tell if that's an insult or a
I don't
compliment.
even know what a turnpike is.
I guess like a highway? I don't know.
Oh, no, we love doing that. We do that.
We hang out under highways all the time.
We're actually under one right now.
Yeah, we're under a highway right now. What's their Instas? They don't have Instagram.
No,
They don't know.
we're
They all don't have
I'm
Instagram.
Amish.
He's Amish.
Yeah.
So I just
I'm a
call it
Sajimite. I'm not allowed to be.
Piggly Wigglies.
He's the group leader, and he doesn't let us
Sharma.
on.
Yeah, if you're in my cult,
Yo,
then
that's
you
not-
can't have
that's kinda
Instagram.
hard.
Sorry, guys.
Who said it?
Someone says Sharma Ultra Strong. Like,
Charming ultra strong. No, that's
that's
kind of
pretty
hard.
good.
I don't know. Are we the queens and we are the queens and you are the king, bro?
Wow, that's a big.
That's a statement for sure.
Where's the moderator?
Are Amish people allowed to dye their hair?
Um,
Ooh, that's a good question.
I'm sorry, I
don't think
can't. I can't read. I'm
with
Amish.
technology.
Well, you can hear that, right? You have a sick hat, Ronnie, says someone.
Thank you.
Amish Empire. What year are y'all? We are all sophomores this year.
No, sophomores.
Yes, all sophomores.
Amish equals Sigma.
2000.
Amish? Yeah. No, yeah, we're all sophomores.
Get Rohan?
But yeah, we can get Rohan if
You're
he's up.
Mm-hmm.
I think when I-
But yeah, these are my housemates.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many times I'm gonna say that. But yeah, we are planning to watch this video about this guy who has a lot of girlfriends.
Ooh.
He was on a podcast where I actually already created
I
a
saw the
video about him.
Wait,
Very
who'd you
interesting
collab
dude.
with? Who'd you collab with?
My friend Gabby on this video, and it was very hard to make. Thoughts on Garfield? Garfield's great.
In parentheses, the cartoon cat and the one that likes lasagna. I don't know him. My mom.
Oh, I wasn't sure which Garfield you were talking about. In that case, no, I don't like Garfield. Pink shirt slaps. Is this pink? This isn't pink.
Huh?
Is this pink or purple?
This is lavender.
Lavender. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Stop. I thought you were like a senior. No, I'm a sophomore. I do get that a lot though.
We take growth pills.
Ronnie is the pinnacle of fashion. I agree. Ronnie's great at fashion.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, sophomores usually
Rohan.
Rohan. Welcome.
Say hi to the chat. Hello.
This is
Oh my God.
this is
I
Rohan.
know.
This is the other
That
housemate.
shit's clean.
He's also so cool. He's
Uh-huh.
the best.
He's the best.
That sounded really sarcastic, but he is. Stop. How am I older than you? Yeah, we're all either 19 or about to be 20.
Yeah.
So not that old in the grand scheme of things. Yo, a new one just dropped. New housemate
New
just
DLC.
dropped. New DLC.
Uh-huh.
To the house.
For last.
Yeah.
Bruh, everyone has awesome hair. Yeah, everyone does have awesome hair.
It's
I have to
good
say.
hair.
Ronnie, let's see a hair reveal.
Oh yeah.
Yo, it's blonde.
I'm actually the only one not dyed.
Actually, your hair is dyed.
Not
It
natural.
was brown before, remember? But
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
blonde now.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You were
I did it like a
naturally
natural
ginger.
blonde red coloring.
yeah.
It's stylish.
It's so realistic.
New housemate who dis.
Okay. Well, you guys can leave now. That's all I need.
If you're still on by tomorrow at 10, then
Tomorrow at 10.
at night, you can show them Oscar.
Okay, yeah, sounds
Yeah.
good. We have one more housemate, but he's out of town. But you can meet him a different time.
Bye, Sodomite, Saji.
Everyone say bye. They're leaving now forever,
Bye bye.
unfortunately.
Let us know if you need anything.
I will. Thank you guys.
Oh,
Mwah,
Saji, my
mwah.
dad gave me some fat
What are you about to say?
Cuban cigars, so we gotta.
Cuban cigars. Why would I
They're-
smoke a
they're
Cuban
super
cigar?
high class.
I would never smoke a cigar.
Those are the
Nathan,
PG.
stop offering me cigars.
They're
in public.
actually like the.
This is look at this. Look at this. Terrible influence. Wow.
Bye, Sodomites.
Wow. That's crazy. Offered me. I would never. They're so bad for you, and they're gross. Okay. That was. Okay. Let's go ahead and start the video. But yeah, they're all really cool. And yeah, why would he ask me that on stream? Yo, Saji, my dad gave me cigars. What? Okay. No, I'm just kidding. I might. No, I'm not. Okay. Let's we're gonna start this video here. I gave a little bit of away, but I kind of wanted to go over the background of like whose podcast this is, what the podcast name is, and how I stumbled upon it. So who's the gay one? Wow. Just going right in there, huh? Interesting. nice. Very very good comment there. Saji, what is your favorite song? I don't have a specific favorite song. I have a lot of different favorite songs, but I can like hold on, because I haven't really talked too much about my music taste, but I do want to like, I know I'm going completely off track here, but I am answering a valid question. I want to go over some of the artists that I've been listening to recently. I've been listening to a lot of JID. His album just came out, and it's very good if you haven't listened to it. Steve Lacy, obviously. I mean, come on, there's a poster behind me. Oh my gosh, thank you for the donation. Holy shit, The Last Nutbender. Wow, what a... I almost feel bad for like having that money, but thank you. That was my first donation ever. So, wow, thank you, The Last Nutbender. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I also listened to AJ Club. I'm seeing them live soon, which is cool. They're like a Brockhampton type of group. Anyway, sorry, getting off track. But those are a few of the artists I've been listening to recently. Saji, have you shared what school you go to, or is that too personal? I don't want to give too much away because I don't know. Like, I'm very hesitant, so I'd rather not. But it is somewhere in Virginia. So if you can, like, guess based off of that, then you win the prize, which is knowing where I go to school, I guess. Okay. So I want to start talking about this podcast. It's called the Wingman Podcast, and it's run by this guy, Drunk Justin, who that's his handle. That's like what he goes by on the internet, which is funny. But his name is Justin Mark. He's also brown. He's also Indian. And I found this guy on TikTok because he runs this podcast. And basically, he is just one of these guys that kind of walks up to women and asks them questions in the street. Very personal questions, obviously very invasive. And just an all-around great dude, if you ask me. But a few of his clips went viral on TikTok just about him saying some abnormally misogynistic stuff. I mean, usually it is abnormal, but this was like abnormally misogynistic. One of them was just like him trying to make an excuse like for cheating. And I don't know, it was just very sussy. So we're going to watch some of the podcasts that he has with our friend David Bond. If you don't remember, or if you haven't watched the video, fuck you, you're not a real fan. Just kidding. That was mean. But Mr. Bond here, I made a video about him with Gabby. He's the guy that has a bunch of girlfriends. He travels to other countries just to date women and take advantage of them financially because he's got money and they don't. Anyway, terrible dude. I don't think a lot of people know this because I just announced it on my Instagram. Like, I didn't put it anywhere else. But he reached out to me and Gabby after we made the video about him. And he also reached out to Jake, who's another friend of mine and makes great content. But he like wanted to interview us, and it was weird because a part of me wanted to, but at the same time, I only wanted to have a conversation with him if it was going to be constructive. Like, I was only going to be willing to have a conversation with him if I was going to be able to educate him on why what he is doing is incorrect. And that wouldn't have happened. He would have been arguing with me the whole time. It would have been a debate just for him to post on YouTube and make me look stupid. So I didn't accept the offer. In fact, I left him on read or seen, whatever it is. And he got salty, whatnot. But he tried to like very much come off like he was a nice guy and be like, I really enjoyed what you guys had to say. You guys seem very intelligent. Thank you, Finn, for the $2. Wow. Why are you giving me money? I feel so bad. Stop giving me money. Thank you. But also, I don't know how to feel about it. I feel very conflicted. But thank you, Finn. You're great. Anyway, what the hell was I talking about? David, yeah. So he was just very like overly positive, trying to like reel me and Gabby in to a debate. And I don't know. It just came off very weird. Like, obviously, it was going to be a trap. And me and Gabby were just like, yeah, we're not going to do that. But here we are. We are helping you to pay for the Cuban cigars. Thank you. Those cost a lot of money. I really appreciate that. But I wanted to watch some of this interview because he goes into more detail about his personal experiences with these 15 girlfriends. I put that in quotations because like, I feel like he's definitely taking advantage of these girls behind the scenes, whether it comes to like, because they can't afford food or they can't afford housing, and he's offering that to them, and they feel a need to repay him in other ways, right? So I want to watch some of this, but I also want to make sure the sound is working because I have a Mac, and for those of you that don't know, Macs suck when it comes to sound, like internal sound, so I'm trying to fix that real quick. Okay, I know you can't hear that, so I'm gonna make it so that you can hear that. No. Yes. Huh? Uh-oh.
I want to hear the most like crazy,
Okay.
fucked up like sexual experience you've had.
So
here.
yes, you can hear that. If you can hear that, type yes in the chat. I don't see any yeses. Yes. Okay. Cool. Sounds good. Okay, we're gonna watch some of this, and I don't know. It's an hour long, so we'll see if we can get through it. But I know it's gonna be painful. So I apologize if he says anything out of pocket. That's very triggering because Mr. Bond here is just on a whole nother level of cringe in itself. I'll keep the playback speed normal, but if they're talking slow, I'm gonna speed it up. Okay, let's go.
I want to hear the most like crazy, fucked up like sexual experience you've had here.
Okay. So, man, I don't know if I could talk about this stuff, dude. Just so I've had girls.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to hear what he has to say. I'm going to skip through the clickbait intro because I know it's going to be fucking gross.
Buddy, to the Wingman podcast.
Okay.
Today we have two very, very special guests. Well, first of all, we're in Colombia.
I wish I could donate. Please don't feel obligated to donate. I don't need your money. Seriously. If you don't want to donate, or if you feel like you have to donate for some reason, don't worry about it. I'm fine. Okay, I don't need your money.
And we transported our entire podcast studio here to Colombia, so I hope you guys appreciate that. And we also have two very established gentlemen here. We have David Bond and Mike Squatting Casanova, aka Pickup Alpha. And
AKA Pickup Alpha. If you have to say that after a name, automatic red flag. Also, the hoodie this guy is wearing is just, I already know too much about him. Like, based off of the way this guy is dressed, is the biggest yikes. I don't even know what to say. The rips in these jeans are as big as, like, I don't know. They're just way too big. I can see way too much of this guy's leg, and I'm going to be honest with you, it looks like a chicken thigh, but it's okay. Or wing. Whatever.
you know, these guys are both OGs in the game. Very, very interesting, unique individuals. Mike, you're based out of Vegas, right? And then David is based out of wherever the fuck his passport allows him to go.
Yeah, I always joke that I'm like a homeless guy with money. I don't really have a home. I just kind of live wherever, you know?
So, like a nomad? That's not... You saying that, oh, I'm like a homeless guy, but without money. You're not a homeless guy. That's the complete opposite of what a homeless guy is. Jesus Christ. How old is this dude?
It's crazy. It's probably the most... I feel like you're kind of almost one of the pioneers to, like, you know, the... What do you
His
call
hoodie
it?
says, buy girls only. That is... fetishization to its finest. Jesus. Okay. Biggest red flag, but it's
digital
fine.
nomad.
The
Keep
digital
going.
nomad lifestyle
Yeah.
with, you know, having
Saji, why the hell are we watching Alpha Male Podcast? Because I like to be sad. Okay? It's in the title.
a crazy awesome lifestyle with girls.
Yeah, I think so.
Pretty insane.
I guess you could describe it that way.
Yeah, I actually remember being back in Australia, and this is when I first heard about you. Before we actually met, it's like 5 years ago, a lot of the local PUA guys were talking about you, and they're talking about the stuff you're doing in Asia. And because, I mean, David was in Asia, just meeting tons of girls. And do you want to talk a little bit about that in the background?
Yeah, I mean, my first couple of years, I spent a lot of time in Asia, mostly places like Japan and Hong Kong and Korea and like all the big Asian countries that are popular.
Fetish,
And, most of my years
fetishization.
started there.
I can't even say the word, but it's...
I kept
There's way too much
accidentally
going on
making viral
already.
videos that kept making the news. So, I made the news in Hong Kong, I made the news in Taiwan, I made the news in Japan, I made the news in Thailand, like over and over and over, like every
What?
couple months.
Why are you bragging about being in the news in different... Isn't that, like, not a good thing? Like, what were you in the news for? Jeez. Okay, I'm gonna search this up, but I gotta change my hotkeys real quick. Because I don't want to actually accidentally change scenes in the middle of typing. Okay, we're gonna look this up. David Bond news. David Bond news. Thailand. Oh my God. Is this the news that he was talking about? Okay. Okay, warning, sex maniac David Bond back in Thailand to screw Asian women literally and figuratively. Wow. Okay. I'm kind of at a loss for words. Let's try to breathe through this. An American pickup artist who makes a living selling videos on betting Asian girls has been spotted recently in Bangkok trying to pick up women. Vlogger, Asian dating guide creator, and meteor manipulator. That's a lot of buzzwords to describe this guy. David Bond has been in the press again after Thai women have taken to social media with requests to move the alleged sex pest. Fucking hell. From the country after reports that he allegedly secretly films the women he picks up, sells the sex tapes online, and has AIDS. What? I love how it goes down. Well, okay, it's already downhill. It's already the furthest downhill you can be, but it's somehow, adding the AIDS part, puts it underground. He allegedly secretly films the women he picks up. Okay, terrible. Fucking horrendous. That's a crime in itself. Sells the sex tapes online. Another crime. And has AIDS. That's just a personal insult at this point. That isn't even he needs to get that checked and figure it out. I'm at a loss for words, seriously. The popular Thai Facebook page Black Hat wrote that Bond had been spotted on Khao San Road at Terminal 21. He has approached women with unimaginative lines like, "You're beautiful. Can I have your line ID?" I mean, that isn't that crazy of a... What's a line ID? Is that just a phone number type thing or an email? I don't know. But I don't know. That isn't that crazy of a line. Someone lock him up. Yeah, I know, right? Imagine if he wasn't telling them he had AIDS. Yeah, that he probably isn't, which is very, very not good. He would have sex with these women, and secretly film them and sell the videos on his website. Okay. The Black Hat post has been widely shared. Thai women have flocked to the comments section to warn each other to be careful. This is crazy. Wow. Warning to Thai women, blah, blah, blah. So who is this guy? Is he a predator? Is he a second-rate version of the pickup artist made by the book, The Game? Is he a pornographer? Ostensibly, he's a guy that quit his job to travel and do what he loved. Having sex with women and filming them unconsensually. Okay. I don't know. This is all interesting. Let's keep going with the podcast. But now that I know this information, I'm kind of so overly concerned with what he's going to say. But okay, we'll keep going, I guess. Jesus.
One of my videos would somehow get international.
Hold on, my
global
camera
attention,
died. BRB.
you know? And so that's kind of how I started. And things have tamed down since then. I've traveled to India, parts of Europe, and now Latin America. I'm really interested in
Making the news again.
No, I got that under control. I got that under control. I've really adjusted to understanding what signs to see when the news is it's kind of like a dog that can smell the storm coming. When you guys were in Mexico, I
remember.
Yeah, I detected that immediately.
It's crazy. We were just about to have a media scandal in Mexico.
Okay, that's so interesting. I didn't really understand what he said or hear what he said because I was
really
fixing the
interested
camera.
in-
But
Making the news again.
No, I got that under control. I got that under control. I've really adjusted to understanding what signs to see when the news is it's kind of like a dog that can smell the storm coming. When you guys were in Mexico, I
remember.
you sound like a criminal. What are you even saying? Oh yeah, when I am in the news, I can tell shit's about to go down. When I get in trouble and get put on the news for my crimes, that's bad and not good. So I leave because I have a feeling, I can feel the hairs on the back of my neck tingling. I know some shit's gonna go. What the fuck?
Yeah, I detected that like immediately.
It's crazy. Like we were just about to have a media scandal in Mexico, and Dave told us. He like sat me and Brad down, and he's like, "You guys are about to have media." And we're like, "What?" I'm like, "Nah, Dave, you're
Yeah,
tripping."
at this point, it was just a single Facebook post, but I was looking at the comments and the speed and the likes and the rate and the way the language was, and I had seen the pattern so many times that I knew immediately what was about to happen. And I go, look, first it's going to be a Facebook post, then it's going to be a small random influencer, then a bigger one, then a small news blog, then a big news blog, then TV. And that's the
Guys, we're a part of that. We're one of the small influencers. We're doing our job and we're doing it well.
chronological order. But right now, you guys are at the very earliest stages. And what was my suggestion? To leave, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I left. I moved out of. I was like, I know it's going to happen. I left because I knew it was going to happen. And then you
Okay,
guys were-
if this isn't like, how does this not tell you that maybe you shouldn't be doing this? If news outlets are making like stories about you, if content creators are going out of their way to make content about you, and you're like, oh, maybe I should stop making this content, maybe I should stop harassing women. Oh no, that can't be it. Let me move out of the country and do this in a different country. Okay, sure, you know.
They're like, no, like Brad's all whatever. And then do you guys remember like you guys were at the airport leaving and then
I was on the flight. I was on the fucking flight, and then the first like feminist blog came out, and then 3 days later we're in Forbes.
yeah.
Forbes Mexico, the Daily Mail, and like we were on the flight, and I'm like, we're at the airport in Brazil, and I see the article, and I'm just like, holy shit, this is crazy.
Yeah.
So you've got a lot of experience in that world.
Yeah. You
Very
know, the news, the media, the narratives, and what cultural sensitivities trigger.
He's using this pillow to hide his gigantic boner right now because this dude is always horny. I'm telling you. That's why he's got the pillow.
Outrage.
I'm a
et
man,
cetera,
I
et cetera,
know.
And so as I kind of saw the Matrix, I started using it for my own purposes. I started playing with the media for the purpose of
Did he just describe the news as the Matrix? Is that what this is to him? Sounds like an alpha male to me.
profiting. And then I just stopped doing it because I realized like you can't scale being a bad guy. You can't scale being a villain because there's a point where so many people know that eventually it's gonna, you know what I mean, bite you in the butt. It's kind of like Borat.
Yeah.
Like Borat was funny until he got so famous that he couldn't be Borat anymore. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like the Borat character couldn't exist now because the moment you see him, everyone's like, it's Borat. We know.
I don't think that applies to his situation because he's talking about like an actor playing in a movie. Like if I saw the actor for Borat like walking around, I'd be like, oh, that's Borat. You're filming me. I'm in a movie. I'm in the new Borat. But if I saw this guy walking around, I'd be like, holy shit, everyone is in trouble. Every girl ever in my area is in trouble. Those two are not the same thing. They're not equal at all.
You know what I mean? It's the same thing with like being a villain. Like you can be a villain so many times, but eventually you're going to bump into some guy on the spectrum walking at Starbucks and he's going to want to do something. So that's why I stopped. I'm like, this is getting like a little bit too.
Wait, what? See someone on the spectrum? What does that mean?
Bump into some guy on the spectrum walking at Starbucks and he's going to want to do something. So that's why
Did he just describe anyone that's mad at him being autistic? That's fucked up. What? Okay, so if I'm mad at you, I'm on the spectrum. That makes sense.
stopped. I'm
This
like,
guy's
this is
shitting
getting
out of his
a
mouth
little
right
bit
now.
Too crazy,
Okay, I'm gonna speed this up.
But yeah, that started in Asia, and the channel's been evolving, and I started with doing videos on the GoPro on my head, and then on my chest, and then picking up girls and pushing myself into interesting situations, and now it's evolved into like me giving my opinions on life.
He means gay. I don't know, but that still doesn't make any sense to me. That like if you're like, why do only gay people walk up to him and start something like that? I don't know. That doesn't make any sense.
Sharing vlogs with pretty girls, and it's kind of like exploring. My latest challenge is the harem quest, which is the attempt to have.
Okay, if you guys didn't watch the video, he did this thing called a harem quest, which harem falls under the Islamic religion, where you're allowed to marry more than one person if you're a man, right? So this guy doesn't practice Islam. So it doesn't apply to him. And also, he's not marrying these women. So, like, appropriation. And also, you just can't do that. Like, that's not, you can't do that. But he, like, goes to other countries to find poor women that, or not even poor women, just women that wouldn't mind staying in a big house and having access to like fancy cars and like nice places to eat, and he kind of takes advantage of them in that sense. So that's what I guess he's going to talk about now.
And plus girlfriends simultaneously with me at the same time.
Which is, you've achieved it.
Yeah.
I mean, I met your harem. I was like clubbing with them the other night. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. So that was
Oh, the Orientalist. Yeah. So it's very, like, his version of a harem is very Orientalist because he only goes to like Asian countries. Yeah, it's just, there's so many issues that I couldn't even name all of them off the top of my head.
that's the latest challenge, and the new challenge will be to replicate exactly what I just did in a completely new country with a completely new Instagram and everything. And so I'm confident that I'll be able to do that. I'm almost certain that I could do that. So, and if I can replicate the harem quest in,
So it's just a
new
game
countries,
to him. This is all just a game.
then I mean, what's the next thing, right? I don't know, but yeah, that's how it started.
Pretty crazy. And so Mike, what's your story? How did you get involved with David? How did you guys meet?
We both started
Okay,
making
who
YouTube
the
videos.
fuck
I think
is this
David
guy?
actually reached out to me. I think at that time point, he saw my YouTube videos. We
Mike,
met.
Can you bring my closer?
Yeah. He hit me up. I think we met in
fucking
Santa Monica,
idiot.
3rd Street. We did some approaches, talked to some girls.
When did you guys meet?
2013.
2013,
It's been
crazy.
9 years. Yeah. We got along, had a good interaction. And then at that time point, I was an engineer for a biotech company in California for 7 years and just got laid off too, So it's probably one of the best things that's happened to me because I don't think if I got laid off from my engineering job, I would just move to Vegas and teach dating full time. So the fact that I got laid off, I had almost a year's worth of severance and unemployment. I was like, all right, I have nothing to lose. I already have some clients. And then I actually approached David. I said, hey, listen, why don't we do a 30-day road trip? There's some clients that don't necessarily want to come to Vegas, but you know how it is. A lot of dating coaches, they do this like country tour, world tour. So we hit up like 10 different cities over 30 days, Miami, New York, Chicago. So we kind of, our friendship grew. And basically after the trip, David kind of...
Could you imagine being friends with someone and your guys' hobby is having sex with women? Like, that's your hobby. That's what you do for fun. Like, I can't even imagine being like in my house with my housemates that you guys just met, and we're all bored and we're like, oh, what do we do? Do you guys want to watch TV? No, let's go pick up women. Let's go. That sounds like a blast. Like, how are these real people? I literally can't comprehend it.
kept going to explore the rest of Asia. And then I stayed in Vegas to make more YouTube videos and teach clients. So exactly the same thing that you do, but in Vegas instead of Toronto.
Cool. So you guys actually almost like started together, but you decided you're like, I'm gonna go do this on the side of the world. And you're like, I'm just gonna stay like based out of Vegas.
Yeah. So we had this joke. I'm the dating coach. Dave is the dating doer.
Got it.
He's the dating teacher. I'm the dating doer.
Yeah.
Fun. I don't know. That's crazy, man. That's a crazy story. And now you guys are partnered up on, you have a program together.
Yeah, so the program is called the Millionaire Social Circle, and what it kind of is a combination of what Mike's been doing and what I've been doing combined. So he's been doing, boot camps in Vegas, helping guys. He has a program called Immersion, where guys will live with Mike. He does cold approach. He helps their dating. He helps their texting. Helps their fashion. All kinds of. It basically tries to get them to improve. Cool. And in my case, I'm really
Okay,
good.
I fundamentally don't agree with the concept of teaching someone how to date. I feel like to have a bond with someone, like that connection needs to be natural. Like it can't be created behind the scenes. It's just, if you have to go out of your way to pay for lessons from someone to learn how to date or pick up women, you're already so far gone that there's no turning back. Like I don't understand the concept of it, like at all. This man probably drinks piss. Yeah, probably. I wouldn't be surprised. But we don't kink shame around here. Unless that is your kink, then I can't help you there. These guys, corny as hell, can't imagine any women giving these guys a time of day. Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, you can't manipulate someone to love you. That's not love. Exactly. I don't get why we pay people to feel a basic emotion. You seem like a 6 foot tall guy who never had to work on game or something. I definitely would not. Yes, I'm tall. I am 6 foot. Actually, I don't know how the fuck you guessed that. Please, I hope you don't know any more information about me. But I am a very awkward person, and I cannot talk to women to save my life. So, Trust me. I probably should get lessons now that I think about it. It's definitely something I need. Just kidding. I'd rather die. I mean, what?
But at like travel hacking and, going to new countries, discovering undiscovered cities like Cali, like, even Tim, who's like, I can't believe the city's real. Like it's so crazy. No one's ever heard of it. It's so beautiful. It's so safe. It's so nice. And we thought, how cool would it be is if we could have like Mike's program, but like on the road and have it be global and have a bigger emphasis on using like social media. Cause I mean, now the way things are going, what you do on the internet is starting to matter almost more than what you do in real life.
Definitely.
And we wanted to have a program that would help guys catch up to that reality.
That's really interesting because I feel like we've been here for 4 days and we've met at least 3 girls that we just matched on Tinder that knew David.
Yeah, probably more than 3 girls. Like I'm at the club the other night and this girl's like yelling about how she hates David. And I'm like, have you ever met David? Ashley, I'm like, have you ever met David? She's like, no. I'm like, then how can you hate him? And she's like ranting to me for 20 minutes about how she hates her Instagram ads.
Yeah.
And then the other day I was on a Tinder date. It was like gross fucking girl. Like this girl, she sent me her friend's picture.
Yeah.
And she like manipulated me like meeting up with her because I thought she was hot and she was gross. So I'm like, whatever, I'll hang out with you. Take me out. Like let's.
She manipulated you into hanging out with her? Sounds like gaslighting to me, but, how would I know?
Fucking show me around the city, and then she was like, "Oh, you're friends with that David guy? I don't like him." I'm like, "Why don't you like him?" She's like, "I don't like his ads." But this is crazy, like how like your fucking online presence has just like affected like every girl in the city.
Well,
Knows who you
the
are.
girl at the bar you said was commenting about how my girls are victims, and then you're there with the
there with your girls
and the assistant.
Yeah, and I was asking them, I was like, "What's it like to be one of David's girlfriends?" And they're like,
I do have it sped up, but if it's too fast, please let me know, and I can slow it down a tad.
Love David. I'm like, this is so crazy.
Yeah. So the irony is like you have a woman who's spent 20 minutes explaining to you why the women a foot away are all victims of me. And then you just walk 1 foot and you say, so are you girls victims? And they're like, no, we love it. Like, it's like, what? Is that not the funniest thing in the world? You know what I mean? That's
We're living a crazy world.
Why do you think they think that?
Well, I mean, look, a lot of the things that I do are very polarizing. So, there's some girls that see what I do and they're incredibly curious. They're incredibly turned on. There's this insatiable curiosity. Like, what is this guy doing to make this many women like they look at it and it looks like something they've never seen. And then you have the other side, which is a girl who feels really uncomfortable with it, a little insecure. And like anything else, when you feel negative emotions, you start to create stories to justify why you feel that way. So in their case, they're like, oh, well, the girls are victims. The girls are being fooled. They're being paid. And so these girls, they create these stories because in their reality, they would never be comfortable in a setting where girls are having lots of fun and there's one guy. So they just can't get in the mind of a girl who is happy that way. So they have to, you know what I mean?
It's an insecurity thing.
Okay, but just because women may think that they are okay with being in a relationship with this Mr. Bond here, among with other girls, like at the same time, doesn't mean they're not being brainwashed and manipulated into thinking that because of the luxury that he has or the things that he says. A lot of people can kind of fall into the trap of thinking they like something because of their environment and factors, So I definitely think that he has manipulated a lot of women, via like the shit that he owns, in terms of like yachts and dinners and parties and whatever. So
Yeah.
It's insecurity, it's confusion, and honestly, like to be fair, like some of the things that I do are, in a very literal sense, not believable. Like there's some stories I have that I don't tell because I know it won't sound real. And even though like some of the stories I have are accompanied with a GoPro video where the whole thing is documented, but no one like if I say it verbally, for example, like if I say I had a 9-some, right? No one's gonna believe that. But if I show the video, which I have many videos of these events occurring, not like secret camera stuff, like little cell phone stuff like that. It's like I'm not gonna talk about that much because it doesn't sound real. You know what I mean?
100%. I mean, Justin and I get that all the time. Like we have guys coming up to us and they watch the podcast before meeting us and they're like, we thought you were full of shit until we met you.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because a lot of guys they'll throw shade at me and they'll say like, oh, this is fake, it's all bullshit. Yeah. And I always say, it sucks I don't have like an OnlyFans that you can subscribe to like see.
Yeah, like Justin would be talking about
like, yeah, I do. You know what I mean? Like you could just sign up and fucking see, you idiot. You know what I mean?
Like Justin would be talking about like 5 songs, like 3 songs, 4 songs, like every weekend and stuff. Like I had a 3-song this weekend. Yeah. But then when these guys start to hang out with us, it's like, holy fuck.
Yeah. Because it sounds like a guy who's like lying, It's like, yeah, I made $1 million. You're like, okay, like what's the reality?
Until they see it, yeah.
You know what I mean? And the best.
This whole podcast is just 4 dudes with their dicks out. This is like, why? I don't want to know this. I don't care. Okay, I don't care if you had a threesome. Please stop saying it.
The best testimonials are from like guys who have lived with me, because I can't fake. If I was fake, someone living with me would certainly.
Yeah, why would you count when you get to such a high number?
Just
just say a party. No, right?
This is like it's like it takes a second to like register. It's the same thing with like I live with you and I live with Brad. And someone, if you pull the photo of Bradicus and you described what he's doing, no one's gonna. You're like, this guy looks like he rolled out of
Bradicus?
a World of Warcraft
Is Brad short for Bradicus? Have I been lied to this whole time?
convention, and he just got a divorce. And like, you're just, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like I'll talk to one of our students about Brad, and I'm like, Brad is the proof that all your excuses are bullshit. This guy's chubby, he's balding. Like everything about Brad objectively is not the hottest thing ever. But Brad is just, you know, he's a guy that just does the right thing with the girl stuff. He gets results. Some of them are not the greatest results. But the point is, like, once you live with Brad, you can't doubt the stories because you're like, okay, like, hello, like I can see it, you know. But it's the same thing with like some of my stuff or some of Mike's stuff. Some of these students that like live with Mike, some of the stuff that he has on his like cell phone, like he'll post stories.
Oh my God. I
those are going
don't
dating videos
care.
who
Come
are my
on.
students. And she's like, yeah, there's no way this guy is like, he's so negative. He's, you know, kind of dorky looking. And then I sent her a screen recording because he just busts out his phone and puts it on stories. And it was like him approaching, and then him kissing a girl. I showed it to the girl, and she's like, I can't believe, like, wow. Like, even Veronica, she says that Mike is magic, you know? But that's the point, is that, you know, video evidence, living immersion, like, these are like things that just sniff out any accusation of like.
Okay, I'm going to skip forward a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
I think a lot of people don't understand.
They're
like, how
just
much volume
stroking
goes
each
on
other's
behind the
dicks
scenes,
right now.
in a month.
Definitely.
Right. So no wonder you see.
And so once they get themselves out of, you know, their own way and get rid of their anxiety, they could do that, but they'll never get to the point where they get rid of the anxiety. But they could go to the 1,000 approaches or, you know, all these. Because like, you know what's crazy to me?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the issues when it comes to talking to women just stems from like anxiety and insecurity. So, like maybe therapy might help. You know, that might be a better solution than dating coaches. But again, what do I know?
Like with you figured out some of the most crazy shit. Like a lot of your Tinder strategies, a lot of your online dating strategies. Like for example, running Instagram ads to meet girls. You're the only person I know who has an audience and like talks about that.
Yeah.
I feel like you kind of pioneered that, and then like a lot of other guys started doing that. You know, and so it's like, how the fuck do you figure that out? But I feel like you know, as you guys said, you only figure that out by doing it, right?
Yeah, a lot of tests.
How do you figure this stuff out, man? You're very creative.
Well,
You're a very creative individual. How do you figure out these like crazy dating strategies?
Well, you know, one of the things that's unique about me is I'm always constantly getting banned from things. I'm always getting banned from Airbnb, and you know, and so when you get banned and you try to like get unbanned, it requires that you think a little bit outside the box. Like, how do I actually? And then you end up indirectly learning. Like for example, with Tinder, if you get banned from Tinder enough times and you recover it, you actually start to realize, like, oh, clearing the cache matters. Having your different phone number matters. Having a different email address matters. And then you're like, well, how do I generate those quickly? And then you end up indirectly learning a weird skill set of like privacy and security and stuff. And so in the case of ads, originally I met some guys that were experimenting with this, but the results were trash, but they got a lot of traffic. And I was like, interesting. Like, what if I tried this, but like did my own style? And so my first ads I ran in Europe, and my first like 3 attempts, nothing. And then I did one attempt that I got like hundreds of DMs. And I was like, oh, interesting. So I took that, and then I tweaked that, and then I just kept tweaking. And I think I probably spent maybe like $4,000 on Instagram ads in the past. And so what happens is all this tweaking, you just discover like what starts to work.
Yeah, he's just like finding workarounds to like get past him being banned on different apps. And he's talking about it like it's a skill set. Like, oh, I got banned, but I learned how to not get banned this time. So, you know, I'm smart or something. But you getting banned, it's like the same thing with like you on the news. Like, oh, I'm on the news, but instead of me stopping what I'm doing, I'm gonna leave the country. Like, stop finding ways around it and just come to the conclusion that maybe the shit that you're doing isn't okay. Stop finding loopholes. Like, seriously.
Build on top of that. And so, you know, in my case now, like, it's trivial. Like, there's an Instagram that I created because a lot of the students, they're having trouble like relating with my stuff because it's so unrelatable. So for the purpose of teaching, I actually decided to make a brand new Instagram that I created yesterday. It's called Wholesome David Goodboy. And I don't have any photos of me and girls. It's literally photos of me and my mom. And with like, you know, like this is a photo that I have, and the caption is, you know, between studying chemical engineering, loving my mom, and not having a harem, I feed giraffes with consent, of course. Anyway, the point of it is like, I made this Instagram. I started running ads immediately, and within 5 hours I got a date. Right. So this girl doesn't know anything. She doesn't know my real stuff. But I'm able to do that because I know what kind of ads, how to tweak the ads so they get approved, the captions and all that. And that's from probably like 3 or 4 years of different.
Okay,
testing.
imagine being that girl. Imagine like being on Instagram, seeing an ad of this dude and being like, oh, this guy's cute. He has a picture with his mom. He doesn't like harems, so that's cool. Like, I wouldn't be into a guy who likes that stuff. So let me see if he wants to go out on a date. And then they go out on a date, and she finds out, holy shit, this guy's creepy as fuck, and goes to other countries to be in a relationship with 15 other women. Like, I don't know. Come on, David, do better.
You know,
It's insane.
and yeah, I mean, like, you know, I like thinking outside the box. I like to test things. I'm always just curious about like what are the limits, and It's a
Does your
hobby.
mom know what you're up to,
It's like
Mr.
tinkering,
Bond?
or-
She definitely has
it's like
no
those,
idea.
like my uncle, he likes to build stuff out of wood, and he just builds random stuff. It just feels good to make stuff, and it's fun to use your hands. Like with me, it's fun to use my mind to like see if I could work around the system. And so since I travel and I like to meet girls and I like to hack the system and work around it, you just over time you just realize that and some of the things that I do, I can spend. So one of the ads I ran, I got 76,000 women to see my Instagram.
That's insane.
You know what I mean? So. And I spent like $38 for that. Right?
She spent $38.
Yeah, and so then
76,000 was like,
yeah, so like nobody's doing that, and when you have that amount of eyeballs on your stuff, you're gonna have a percentage of those message you, and then if you have a really good funnel with compliance tests, and we all have different values. For me, cooperation and obedience and femininity are like huge values for me. So like my girls, if they all come over,
Cooperation
I can just say,
and
"Can you go clean?"
obedience.
There is no like, no.
What
I
an
don't have
alpha
no in my
male.
world. The girls that say
Jesus.
no usually don't pass the screening far enough to get to physically be in my presence. And then you treat them really well when they actually are screened down. And so when you have a huge group of girls and they're all that way, it's just like, it's like magic,
crazy.
And
It's
so,
on my mind. It's like a cheat code.
yeah. And so like a lot of the Instagram is a byproduct of girls that went down essentially a marketing funnel where they saw an ad, they clicked, they messaged, they passed screening, they met me. And then once they get past the finish line, the treatment is, I spoil these girls with fun. I spoil them with, like I'm constantly taking, putting time into understanding their struggles, and I know their mothers and stuff. I go way beyond what the regular guy would do because these girls have earned the status that they have of being a girl that went down that. So then all of them have this like.
It sounds like this dude is trying to run a massive hamster race. He has all these hamsters, aka these women that he goes out on a date with. He sets up these tasks for them, and if they complete the race, then they qualify. Like, why are you treating this like it's like a massive hamster race game? Like this is insane.
That's why a lot of the girls that you meet are so excited to be around me because there's a sense of accomplishment because they know how strict I am. I'm like so strict. Girls are coming in the group and they get smacked out so quick. So when they get to stay, it's like, oh dude, I earned this shit. It's like it's like a little blue heart or a purple heart. You see another guy with a
Is super chat off? Let me double check. It shouldn't be off, but I'm gonna check real quick. Super chat. Yeah, I've never used super chat before, so I don't know. But let me just quickly double check. Super chat is on. Yes, it's on. Yeah, it's on. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, just to clarify, it is on. Okay, we can continue the video. Sorry, guys.
purple heart. You're like, dude, that shit's hard to get. Well, being one of my girls is.
What's a Purple Heart?
Purple Heart is in the military. They give a Purple Heart to someone who like survived like a war injury.
Okay.
So in the military, a Purple Heart is like basically it means you almost died. So if two soldiers see each other and they have a Purple Heart, like without knowing anything about each other, they have respect. Well, like with being one of my chicks is kind of like that because they're like, you survived all that. You didn't get blocked like me 4 times, you know. You know what I mean? So a lot of these girls that
We were talking about a girl that you just blocked before we start shooting.
yeah, a lot of the girls, a lot of the girls that you guys are meeting, I call them like
Okay.
block victims, where they're just like, they're like,
I'll be honest with you. I thought this podcast was going to be more entertaining, but really, he's just going into more detail about what we already know. But I have a backup plan in case this does get
questions.
too
If you
boring.
answer correctly, we'll continue talking, something like that. And it's like, are you
He's still talking about his
simple.
game.
And then again, the girl's responding to an ad, so she's like unclear what this is, and a lot of times they just answer it. They think like
yeah,
like,
why
it's
are you
instant, it has emojis, so-
comparing the military to this? That's very very insensitive. But okay, so I think
looks like a little.
I think what I want to do is I wanted to also look at Justin Mark's stuff. The host of the podcast, this dude, or one of the co-hosts of the podcast, because his TikToks are very interesting, to say the least. So we'll take a look at that. Is it lagging for everyone or is it just me? It's lagging? Okay. I don't know why that's happening. But let me try to fix it real quick. Sorry, guys. If my computer crashes, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna close a bunch of my, just so you guys know, I am running this on a MacBook. So, okay. It stopped now? Okay, cool. I just closed a bunch of shit. It's going in and out of lag. Okay, sweet. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it. Is it laggy or do you have a stutter? It might be both. I do have a stutter though. But it might be both. Okay. So it is. Okay, I'm gonna keep going, but if it gets to a point where it's too laggy, I'll stop the stream for now. Figure out the problem. Stream again on a different date. But okay, we're gonna keep going though. Apologies. Okay. Anyhow, I want to take a look at this guy's TikTok. Justin Mark. TikTok. This is. Do I have to go to TikTok itself to look this up? TikTok. Okay, there we go. And this dude. Okay. So this is the TikTok that went viral. 2 million views. Jesus, that is so loud. Let me turn that down. Okay.
Cheating is the best thing I've ever discovered. Cheating on my significant other is the best thing I've ever discovered in my entire fucking life when it comes to relationships. Cheating is the
very good impression of this guy. Just so you can get an idea of what he thinks and all of that. Obviously, terrible TikTok. Why is he blinking so goddamn much? I don't know. This guy might be on drugs. Okay, but I don't know. This is just very crazy to me. I don't even have anything to say. That I can't like. There isn't anything I can say that can be like, oh yeah, this guy sucks, because based off of what he said, he obviously sucks. Okay, but that's like one of the only TikToks I've seen of their podcast.
Look at Bill Gates. 25 years later, he's single. Look at Jeff Bezos. 25 years later, he's single. Right? Look at Elon Musk. He's been divorced. Right? Look at most of the successful people in the entire history of humankind. Right? Do you really want to be in that monogamous relationship the entire time? Lose your soul skills, lose your confidence, lose your charisma, lose it all. Look at Bill Gates.
Okay, I mean, cool, but like also, they're probably not the best people. I'll be honest with you. They have so much money that it probably changed how they think, and they're definitely shitty people. But if you don't want to be in a relationship, don't be in a relationship. But also, that's not an excuse to cheat on your significant other. Like, that isn't an excuse. Man, oh man. Does he cope with his sadness through cheating? Probably. Why is he eating his mic? Yeah, right? Jesus. Okay. That's just a video of him with the girl. That's cool. I don't know why I clicked on that. I didn't want to see it.
I don't see it as cheating. I feel like I haven't cheated.
I agree.
If I sleep with someone else.
I agree.
It's like entertainment.
It's entertainment for this
It's
dick.
like playing a video game.
I don't... Fuck, my camera died again. Sorry, guys. BRB. But no, yeah, that's... What? Cheating is like entertainment? Okay. That's... Okay. Okay, yeah, for sure. Cheating is... It's just like playing a video game. It's just like when I watch a movie and I'm enjoying the movie. That's like what cheating is. How the fuck are these people real? I don't understand. I don't get it. Jeez. Are we good? Okay, cool.
It's an instinctive need. I can't explain it. I can be totally in love with a girl and still want to do it.
Straight up.
Like head over heels in love with someone.
Yeah.
And still look at that other girl and be like, be right back.
I don't think
I think you have an addiction to sex. Sorry, I'm going to put the chat over here. But I think you have an addiction to sex, and I think it's a problem, and I think you should get it checked out. God. Like, what are you saying right now? Oh my gosh. I don't understand. Okay. Head over heels? Yeah, shut the fuck up. You don't know what love is. You've never been in love. Yeah, it's also just being respectful to your partner. I don't understand. Because I know for a fact if he were to be cheated on, then he wouldn't be happy.
girls are like, "You're cheating on me." I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm just trying to help out my grandpa. My great grandfather died in a fire in his sleep. Okay, so I could travel across the Americas and bust nuts inside white girls."
That may have been the most unfunny thing I think I've ever heard. Okay, sure. For sure.
Look, women, they think if you want to have sex with other girls, it means you don't love them. No, it just means you want to have sex with other girls to fulfill your biological need to spread the seeds of your ancestors. It's not personal, baby girl.
Biological need to spread the seeds of your ancestors. That is it's so full of shit.
Biological need to spread the seeds of your ancestors.
Yeah. Me wanting to have sex with someone. I'm fulfilling if I want to cheat on someone, I'm fulfilling my biological need. That's or you just have a sex addiction. Maybe go to fucking therapy. Oh my god. Or stop watching porn, please. Jesus.
Open relationships last 3 times as long as monogamous relationships. Most people don't know that. Only if they're done effectively. 80% of monogamous relationships end within the first year. 80% of monogamous relationships do end within the first.
Okay, we heard you the first time, bro. Why are you repeating shit? Also, there's a lot of different factors that create that. Because if you're in a polygamous relationship, there's a lot of rules that can be crossed that can't be when you're just dating one person. So you can't, correlate those two things the same way. They're not going to be. Jesus.
And that's the thing I've noticed about being really good with women and getting really good at dating is at some point it legitimately does become an sex addiction.
Okay, that's literally, you have a sex addiction. That's what I said.
That's the thing I've noticed about being really good with women and getting really good at dating is at some point it legitimately does become an sex addiction. Hey, I'm going to work today. Oh, nope, ended up having an orgy. I'm going to go visit my parents. Nope, ended up having a girl over from Tinder. And that's the thing I've noticed about.
The first step to getting over your addiction is to admit it. Justin, you're on your way, buddy. You just have to, you gotta stop cold turkey. All right? Please. You're gonna have ED by the time you're 30. Oh my God. I have to go to sleep now. Bye, guys. Bye, Random Cat. Have a good night. If you guys do have school tomorrow, I don't want to keep you up. So if you want to go to bed, go to sleep, okay? You children, go sleep so you can wake up and attend school like a little baby. I'm just kidding. I have classes too. Yeah, he just says orgy like it's nothing.
Guys can have sex without emotion. They can have sex without emotion. Some, I would say, yeah.
Some are cold-hearted. I personally am not like that.
Aw. Wow. How sweet. How loving and how genuine of this guy to not be one of the guys that can have sex without emotion. Also, this chain is so ugly. Take that shit off of your neck.
Guys can have sex without emotion. They can have sex without emotion. Some, I would say, yeah.
Some are cold-hearted. I personally am not like that.
I find the older
I don't have sex with a girl if I don't have an emotional connection with her. I just don't get turned on.
Okay, you're so cool, bro.
When you have sex, you give yourself to the woman.
Our energy is putting out there.
Yeah.
We're inserting ourselves into someone.
You're inserting a
Which is
lot
making-
more than just some energy.
That's
up
making
in
the female.
Just
First of all,
when you
Tinder
go
is a
out.
hookup app.
Yeah, right.
I go on Tinder when I'm horny and I
just
want to hook up with
fucking
someone.
Sex. Like you are coming over. I'm getting. I'm gonna be happy, and you're gonna leave my fucking house, and I'll never have to speak to you again.
Exactly.
That's all Tinder is. Just
First of all,
when you
Tinder.
The issue a lot of guys have with Tinder is they're not testing their photos. So you want to use software to actually test these photos. So if you're not testing your photos, you don't know what they rank. Like these photos look cool to you, or they might be your favorite photo. But if you're not statistically testing your photos, then you're not gonna get the results you want to get.
Statistically testing your photos? What does that mean? Do you like go to your friends and show them like the stuff that you have on Tinder and be like, yo, are these good pictures? Like that, like, I guess that kind of makes sense. But he's like describing it like you put these photos into an app to see if they're adequate enough. Like, I don't, guys, it's never that deep. Please, it's never that deep. Oh my God.
Women aren't looking for a reason to sleep with you. They're looking for a reason not to. They look for reasons not to hook up with you. He's a boy. He's a douchebag. I don't like his eyebrows. Maybe because you're not smiling in your photo. All your photos are perfect except your last photo on Tinder. You're not smiling, so you look like you might be a serial killer or something like that.
Yeah.
You just described attraction. That's like what being attracted to someone is. If you don't like something about someone, then you're probably not going to be attracted to them. So therefore, maybe you won't hook up with them. Oh boy.
You have to love yourself first and be okay at the end of the day to lose the person. So whoever you're talking to, it doesn't matter how long that you have been seeing this person or whatnot, you have to be ready to lose this person in an instant and know that you are going to be okay.
This is the best video on their account, and the reason why is because every word spoken was by a woman. Wow. Very interesting. Oh boy. Okay. I think we're going to end it on a good note because that video was actually some solid advice. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to end the stream soon. I don't know how to end streams, but I'm going to turn off the camera soon. So anyway, I hope everyone has a good night. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was a lot of fun. I'm definitely going to try to stream more because it is a lot of fun. Maybe I'll do it on a night where people don't have school the next morning so we can stay up longer. But I appreciate all you guys for dropping in. You're all great. Every single one of you. I hope you guys have a great day at school tomorrow. And if you don't go to school, I hope you have a great day at work. And if you don't work, I hope you have a great day. Okay, now I'm going to end it. Right now, right now, right? As soon as I figure out how, right now. Okay, right now. Okay, bye.